Well, in one of our last videos, Linda and I talked about how nice these little trailers are for not just for camping, but for use as a bug out trailer. And I talked about how inexpensive they really are. Even if you have to buy them brand new, they're a lot less expensive than buying a
travel trailer.
Yeah, or an off-road trailer, or an overlanding trailer. Yeah, Linda?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, way less. Even though because of the popularity right now, the prices have gone up a little bit, but they're still not as expensive as they are the other options.
Yeah, even if you've got to buy one of these brand spanking new, you're still talking about a fourth of the cost of a commercial trailer. But you know what else came up was a lot of talk about bugging out and why and where, and that's what we want to talk about in this video.
Yeah, the term bugging out means a lot of different scenarios to a lot of different people, and that's what we want to talk about.
You bet. Stick around. Comfy?
Yeah.
We're down here in our bug-in basement trying out our new bug-out chairs. Just trying to be funny there. Hey, listen, actually, we just got these and we haven't tried them out camping yet. I'm not sure how well they're going to work out on uneven terrain or something, but...
Or even me just getting into them.
Yeah, it's a little tall for you.
Yeah, my feet don't touch the ground.
Well, they seem like they'd be comfortable. Hey, check this out. You know, for stargazing on those Arizona nights when it's warm out, I think it's perfect.
Mm-hmm. You can just take a nap.
Take a nap, yeah. I think so. We got it from Sam's Club. Hey, listen, we did want to talk about some things about... We did get a lot of comments on the bug out video about the bug out trailer. And it brought up a lot of different things, like when a person would actually need to bug out. Because when we think of that, and we think of that term, we think of chaos in the streets and stuff, which could happen. And we think about heading for the woods and living off the land, and eating squirrel meat and deer meat and things like that for a prolonged period of time. That's not likely to happen. You might be able to get away with that here in Montana for a while, but it would be crowded in the woods. And we just wanted to talk about other times when it's more likely you might need to bug out.
Yeah, because there's different levels of scenarios that would cause you to bug out.
Exactly.
Right?
Like what?
A real remember when our sewer backed up and we had a gas leak at the same time?
That was fun. We started out with our sewer backing up, and that's smelly enough. And then we had to wait 5 days to get that fixed. And during that 5 days, we also developed a natural gas leak, which smells a lot the same, so we weren't aware of it. So we came this close to... Actually, we did have to leave the house.
We did.
Yeah. So luckily, we didn't have to take to our trailer. The gas company got out right away and fixed it. But we had to leave the house for a day. But during that whole scenario, if we had to, we could have gone and stayed in the trailer or parked the trailer in an RV park or something like that.
Yep. Yeah, or in
campground.
Another scenario is like the communities that live near the ocean, like Hawaii or Florida, they have to evacuate for hurricanes or tsunamis.
Yeah, and where do you go? I mean, you're trying to get out of town and you have no place to go to. Well, at least if you've got a little trailer to tow along behind you, you're taking your home with you. So there's other situations like she said, hurricane, tornadoes. How about floods? Even here in Montana on the High Line, They get pretty bad flooding. but floods can be sudden and severe, and you need a place to go. So that's another scenario. Fire. Your house burns, or the neighbor's house catches fire and catches yours on fire, and you've got nowhere to go.
Yeah, or the wildfires.
Like in California.
Yeah, one of the comments was that they had to leave their home for 5 weeks.
Long time.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly how long it was. That person, thank you for commenting, by the way.
Right.
They said their house didn't burn, but they still couldn't go back to it. There was a period of time they were blocked from returning. Now they actually have a bug out trailer because of that. Other things might be that are real common is power outages. At least our trailer has heat, so even if we had a power outage in the winter, we'd have a warm place to go. And then there's places that you get insect infestations in your home, and they got to come out and put that big tent over it and gas your home. Well, you can't live in there while they're doing that. What we're saying is there are other situations where having a camp trailer of some kind could be advantageous.
Yep, exactly.
So where do you go? It depends on the situation. The original thought of bugging out is failure of society, in which case you may be going a long ways for a long period of time. In the other scenarios we mentioned, you may just be going to
Grandma's house. That would be us.
or Aunt Susan's to park in her driveway.
Yeah, or a friend or an RV park, or because not everybody can afford to stay in a hotel or a motel for a week at a time.
We couldn't.
Yeah.
So the little trailer would come in real handy. And even in chaos situations like look what's been happening in downtown Seattle, downtown Portland, places like that, it's been kind of contained, but what if that was to grow to a certain extent? You might just have to get out of the big city where you live and go to the next town in the next county or something like that where things are quieter. It'd be nice to have a little trailer like this to take along with you and have a place to stay inexpensively. And another subject that comes up right away is in extreme chaos, there won't be any gas. But how far are you going? That's something you have to know ahead of time. Maybe it's just a matter of having a few 5-gallon cans of gas full in your garage and ready to go. Don't forget to put the stabilizer in the gasoline if you're storing it for a long time. It's cheap to do, you just add it in. Anyways, but you need to think about gas, and you should have this bug out location, be it grandma's house or the National Forest. You should have that location in your mind. Before any of this happens, you should kind of know where you're going and be prepared to get there. Always keep your tank on your car full anyway. Don't ever let it get down near empty.
Yeah, we always fill it when it gets to half tank.
That's right.
Or sometimes the next town, can be a quarter tank. Well, we'll fill.
We fill whenever we can when we're traveling. My father always told me it costs just as much to use it off the top as it does to use it off the bottom, so keep the tank full. So what do you bring with you when you bug out? It depends on the situation.
Yeah, it depends on the situation. If it's a long-term bug out, you got to take a lot of stuff.
You do. If you're leaving because of societal chaos, you have to take everything. Because what are you afraid of? You're afraid of people breaking into your house while you're there and harming you and or killing you and taking your food and your firearms and your valuables. Well, if you're leaving because of that kind of situation, you have to take those things with you anyway.
Yeah, and you have to take all your food with you.
All of it. You have to empty the cupboards out. Yeah?
I would.
Certainly.
And if it's a short-term bug out for, say, a passing storm, then you don't have to do that.
Well, you do have to take your valuables and your firearms.
Any
for sure.
insurance papers and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Which is, everybody should have an emergency checklist plan. They teach that at school. You know how the kids, they have to have a safe house that they can go to. Like if there's an emergency that arises during school time, they have to know where they can go.
So it's the same for us. We
Yeah.
have to know where to go and have a list of what to bring. Yeah, if you're leaving because of, you know, hurricanes or something like that, you also have to bring these things with you. You might not need to take all of your food or something, but definitely need to get the valuables and the paperwork and the firearms out of the house. If you do need to leave for long term, what kind of food are you going to bring? I know for sure I'm just going to take everything, but you know, you may not have refrigeration. You can live off of rice and beans for a long time, you know, for months if you
It'd
have
be
to.
boring, but you can do it.
You
Yeah.
can do it. So think like a cowboy. Rice, beans, flour, sugar, coffee, cooking oil. You know, you'd be set for quite a while. But anything above and beyond that is luxury in a survival situation. Bring your canned goods, bring all your cereals, bring whatever you can. You should have powdered milk and powdered eggs on
Yeah.
hand, yeah?
I think dried cereal is a waste of space.
She doesn't eat cereal.
Like, you know, the sugary
Oh yeah.
stuff, because they take up a lot of space. And seriously, out of a box of cereal, how many meals do you get?
Yeah, not for just a few.
Yeah, so it's, to me, it's a waste of space.
You could think about that. But anyways, as for what kind of food to bring, take it all, but remember those basics that I just told you. Well, what do you think, Linda? That about cover what came up in the comments?
I think so.
Trying to cover what came up in the comments of our bug out trailer
Yeah.
video. So
We got a lot of good comments, a lot of good input.
a lot.
A lot, and you know, a lot of good information and other trains of thought, you know, other than ours, and it was nice. It was good.
Yep. Anyways, you guys, if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. You know the drill.
Yeah, and subscribing is free.
Yeah, subscribing is free. We'll see you around.